number of full-time teaching assistants has more than trebled, from 79,000 to 243,700 since 2000. Schools spend approximately $4.4 billion on support staff, which equates to 13% of the education budget. A TA's daily responsibilities include one-to-one reading with children, helping teachers prepare resources, getting the classroom ready for lessons and clearing away afterwards, helping children who need extra support, and supervising group activity.
In the UK, teaching assistants aren't required to have a degree. For entry-level positions, they need to have basic literacy and numeracy skills, which is said to be at least an A star to C in GCSE, Maths and English. Teaching assistants also need to be cleared by the Disclosure and Barring Service, also known as DBS. This differs from in the USA, where TAs are required to hold a 2-year post-secondary degree or have obtained an associate's or higher degree. Whereas over in Finland, TAs have to go to university and get a degree in order to even be considered for a teaching assistant post. When asking a male Year 6 teacher on his thoughts on teaching assistants, he gave both pros and cons. He said that they have poor subject-specific knowledge due to their lack of training. This means that sometimes they just end up telling the children the answers rather than teaching them how to learn the answers. But if they are well trained, they can be a huge asset to the school and be beneficial to both the teachers and students.
It has been debated whether TAs should have a direct or indirect contact with children and the effect on pupils' attainment that this has. National Agreement Strategy proposed for an increase of TAs to release teachers from routine tasks so that they could focus on core teaching tasks. In this sense, a TA would have had indirect contact with pupils. The DFES also proposed that TAs should have a direct pedagogical impact on pupil attainment through the kinds of teaching activity that could be delegated to trained, high-level teaching assistants. Results of the Deployment and Impact of Support Staff study showed in favour for TAs having an indirect contact with pupils. 16 of the 21 results were negative and there were no positive effects of TA support found. However, there are also views in favour of TA support having direct contact with pupils when they are working well alongside the teacher and providing excellent complementary learning supports. But this is found to be happening in a minority of schools, therefore if applied in schools, the benefits of TAs could be more greatly felt.
The Movement for Inclusion has seen an increase in TAs to support children with SEN in mainstream schools. Due to TAs not being required to have training of the national curriculum, research has looked into the possible impacts this can have on children with SEN. There are some disadvantages creating uncertainty of the effectiveness of TAs to support children with SEN. One of the disadvantages being TAs making pedagogical choices beyond their training. The second disadvantage recognised by Ofsted was TAs helping children with SEN complete tasks rather than helping them to understand it. On the other hand, there are considerable benefits TAs have on the school life of a child with SEN. Most significant being how TAs appear to support pupil interaction for children who, due to their SEN, often find it difficult to initiate social situations. On top of this, research shows that when TAs have appropriate training, children with SEN have been found to have higher and longer levels of interaction.
Standard 2 of the Teachers' Standards refers to teachers being accountable for pupils' learning and progress. Therefore, if children are receiving direct teaching from the TA, the class teacher needs to ensure they are secure in their subject knowledge and have had plentiful training on pedagogical strategies. Linking into Standard 5, teachers need to have a clear understanding of the needs of all pupils. Standard 6 states teachers should make use of formative and summative assessment to secure pupils' progress. Hence, teachers and TAs should have a joint input to create a more holistic view of class achievement. Using the research explored and the EEF toolkit, we have generated some recommendations for how to effectively use TAs within the whole class environment. Firstly, we recommend that qualifications and training courses are to be made compulsory to achieve optimum pedagogical practice. There should be a clear line of communication between teachers and TAs so direct contact with children achieves high quality outcomes. TAs should be used to support children with special educational needs to develop their social skills with the rest of their peers. Teachers need to have a clear understanding of the responsibility they have to discuss the current learning, attainment and progression of children in order for the TA's participation to be effective.